You don't need somebody's permission to love them. And as soon as you realize this principle, it opens up a powerful and completely new world. Love can flow one way. It doesn't necessarily need reciprocation, because it's like a thing that happens in the heart. It's a choice, a commitment. So don't despair when someone says they don't love you anymore, or even when they say that they hate you. That doesn't have to affect the way that you feel about them. You can go on loving them quietly, devoting yourself quietly to them, serving them wherein they'll allow themselves to be served, or at least intending to serve them wherein they will not allow themselves to be served. This seems to be the real purpose in life, is this loving. And if you do it long enough, it changes the one you love, softens hearts, and if it's coupled with faith in the original intent of the relationship, then it can bring about or be instrumental and a catalyst, I guess you might say, in the bringing about of a miracle in that relationship. And that's why, and with that comes the paired principle of suffering, long suffering. So when someone suffers long and they believe, and they keep believing, and when they continue, so when a person chooses to love, no matter what, and then pairs that with faith in the original intent of the relationship, and then is willing to suffer long and wait upon the miracle, then that opens up the way for healing in the relationship. I think another principle that seems to go with this is the principle of being willing to change oneself, or to be changed. The idea being that we can love others better, wherein grace changes us to be better lovers. And so it's not just waiting. It seems that God is working a work within us in the midst of that long suffering, changing us, preparing us to approach the relationship again, an improved version of ourselves. And that's something else that we can have faith in too, that it is very likely that, first of all, that the love is having an effect upon the other person, even though we can't see it, but that there's also an unseen force which is seeking to make a change in the other, in the beloved. And so it's a waiting process. And in order to do it, it seems that one must be able to see the virtue in the relationship itself. Like a prerequisite is to believe that the relationship is worth saving, that the person that you love is worth loving, and worth the long suffering in the faith. And that's often the thing that is lost when love is lost, is that belief in the other person. The belief has to be kept alive in the midst of pain and sorrow. So it's a choice all the way along. A choice to believe and to love in the first place. A choice to keep believing when things look hard or are hard. A choice to suffer long in the belief and to wait upon the miracle.